Tom and Jerry. They are one of the most memorable pieces of American animation that's still around today. These cartoons were a huge part of my childhood. I remember always watching Tom and Jerry Saturday mornings on the Boomerang channel. These shorts were made from 1940 to 1967, and they remain popular today, but they were still going strong in the 90s. The rights to Tom and Jerry were sold by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer to Turner Entertainment in 1986. And that's when their producers decided, hey, these guys, they've been doing shorts forever, but what they really need to have is a movie. This isn't a straight-to-DVD release either. They were going to have a spotlight on a national theatrical release. The movie had a budget of $3.5 million, and they barely made it back. It was not a good movie, and audiences were very critical of it. But that didn't stop me, a naive child with a library card, from checking out the movie when he saw it, and watching it at home, and also not liking it. And yet for some reason this movie has always stuck with me. So please enjoy this little trek down memory lane. The movie begins with Tom's owners moving away but accidentally leaving Tom behind while he's chasing Jerry. The house is immediately destroyed. Now homeless and destitute, Tom and Jerry wander the streets looking for food and shelter. But gosh darn it, they still just can't get along.
Well, look at the big brave pussycat.
Yeah, picking on a little teensy-weensy mousey.
He'll feel guilty for this for the rest of his days.
They're stopped by this dog and Cricket who kind of pop in and out of the movie just to say, hey, Tom, Jerry, you guys have got to learn to get along. And then, not even 10 minutes into the movie, it immediately breaks a cardinal sin of Tom and Jerry.
I'm Tom.
I'm Jerry.
You talked!
Tom and Jerry talk now. Alright, fine. I guess we can live with this. Hey, they talked a little in the old cartoons for comedic effect, and they gotta have dialogue somehow. I guess we can allow it. Talking animals cartoons is nothing new. Except I kinda buried the lead. See, they don't just talk.
Alright, I'll give it a shot. Here we go. We two, we're friends to the end. Ain't we, my friend? We kind of blend together, coffee and cream. Boy, what a team! You'll never find two other guys compatible as steak and fries.
We're two of a kind, much of a mind. We find our way together, thinking as one, searching for sunny skies.
Why does this go hard, though? I actually have an answer for that. See, the music for this movie was created by Henry Mancini. I hope that got one music history person excited. Henry Mancini is a classic composer for TV and film who really hit his stride in the late 50s and early 60s. He won the first ever Grammy for Best Album for his music on Peter Gunn, a detective show. He won 2 Oscars for his work on Breakfast at Tiffany's, Moon River. And the piece of music that he's probably most known for today, he made the Pink Panther theme. So Henry Mancini, he's a gem. He's worked on countless movies before. And this is basically the last movie he made before he passed away. And he gave it everything he had left. And he did not have much left. This movie has 6 songs, and I would go so far to say this is the only one that's moderately good. So after singing about how they're such good friends now, Tom and Jerry decide that they are not going to be friends.
A cat and a mouse? Friends? That's disgusting.
Which, hey, we still got the whole movie for character development. It makes sense. So Tom traps Jerry, goes to look for food, but he accidentally wanders in to Alley Cat Gang territory.
This is our domain. I hope I made that plain.
Oh no, Tom's in danger. What are they gonna do to him? Oh no, they're going West Side Story on his ass.
Don't care for sweet serenity.
We prefer obscenity.
Tom manages to survive the musical onslaught thanks to Jerry, and the two continue on their journey. Also, I should probably explain why they made Tom and Jerry a musical. Like, whose idea was that? This movie came out in 1992. 3 years prior, in '89, The Little Mermaid came out. That movie was a huge success. You had kids leaving the theater. I'm assuming they were probably singing along to classic songs like Part of Your World and Under the Sea. And because of that movie's success, Turner Entertainment thought, hey, let's try to make Tom and Jerry a musical too. Surely it'll go just as well. So what's next for Tom and Jerry? Are they gonna sing a few more songs on their musical journey? No. See, I buried the lead again. This is not a Tom and Jerry movie. Sure, the title is called a Tom and Jerry movie, but they are not the main characters. In fact, we haven't even met our main character yet. Robin Starling. The worst character to ever grace the silver screen. I hated Robin as a child, and I was a simple kid to please. And even on these rewatches, I still don't like her. She's not a good character. Robin is an orphan. Kind of. Her dad is assumed to be dead.
My father was on an expedition climbing a mountain when the snow gave way in a
Avalanche?
Uh-huh.
She just ran away from her current caretaker, Aunt Fig, who is evil.
She's not really my aunt, just my guardian, but she's taken over the house. She moved me into the attic and gave my room to her dog.
Tom and Jerry are oblivious to this fact and think, hey, you got shelter and food? That's what we're looking for. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal. But don't get confused, we have plenty of villains, including Aunt Fig and her lawyer, Lickboot. Probably the funniest name for a villain, I'll give them that. We also have another character I don't really like. So in the original Tom and Jerry cartoons, you have Spike the dog. He's the one who puts Tom in his place. And he's a classic, we love him. But instead of having him as the dog, we instead get this obese homing pigeon, Ferdinand. Anyway, those are the villains, but what are their motives? I'll let them explain.
Without Robin, Daddy Starling's trust fund money will go bye. And you'd better hope this rumor that dashing Daddy Starling may have survived the avalanche is just a rumor. Or we'll be worse than ordinary. We'll be...
Don't say it! Poor, penniless,
bankrupt.
no more money.
We've got to have money.
And this goes straight into song number 3.
Money is such a beautiful word. Money is my passion.
See, what I like about this song is the subtlety of it. See, you might not catch it on the first watch, but their main goal and motivation is actually money.
Money is the love of my life. The only true love of my life.
So to keep the millionaire's money, they have to take care of Robin, his daughter. And look, the policeman found the child. Oh, he's doing such a good job. He even convinces Aunt Fig to let Tom and Jerry stick around.
Under the circumstances, it might be a good idea, ma'am, if you know what I mean.
What do you mean by that?
In the house, we established that Aunt Fig is indeed a villain, and I'm not rooting for Robin yet either, but you can't actively root against the victim of child neglect. Yet. Tom and Jerry are motioned towards the kitchen for food, where we finally get our first scene of comic hijinks. Really, the only scene, actually. We got a nice food fight, it's alright, 4 out of 10 on the hijinks scale. Later that night, Aunt Fig hears troubling news.
Alive? He's alive?
The telegram just came.
Even though it's relatively simple, I do want to make sure that we understand the villain's motives and options, just so we're on the same page. So, what they want more than anything is Daddy Starling's trust money. They just sang a song about it. There's basically 2 options for how this can play out, and it all stems from if the dad is alive or not. If dad is dead, they have to continue taking care of Robin. If dad not dead, then they have to make sure Robin does not find out, because then she will certainly, most likely, run away again. They don't say this in the movie, but they would also have to kill the dad eventually, because otherwise the money just goes back to him when he comes back. They would definitely try to kill him. Even though he's alive, Robin thinks he's dead, so Robin can't know he's alive, so she doesn't run away. Are you following me, camera guy? However, Jerry overhears the news that he's alive and tells Tom that news, and they're about to go tell Robin when out of nowhere.
How nice. You fetched my telegram. No, you don't.
Now a liability, Fig takes Tom and Jerry to the pet sanctuary, which, surprise, is actually a pound. And you can tell these guys are evil because they have robber masks, for some reason. Also, now that you've gotten a good look at Aunt Fig, that's Ursula, right? Like, sure, it's not a one-to-one comparison, but the resemblance, I see such a resemblance in the two characters' faces that I have to believe they took inspiration from that. And speaking of inspiration from The Little Mermaid, here is another song!
God's little creatures with sweet and furry features. Four-legged friends I would go to the ends of the earth to protect.
So you're making a musical, and you hope the kids like the songs, and you go with the Pound Man singing about God's little creatures. I hate to say it, I don't think that one's catching on. So Tom and Jerry immediately break out. There are no stakes here.
Somebody's got to get over there and press the buttons on the control panel.
Watch it! Watch it!
And they go back to the mansion to tell Robin, but if you don't mind real quick, we have another song. It's Robin's song.
Do I miss you? Count the stars.
I know I'm being overly harsh, but Robin's entire personality is just, I miss my dad. And it's a kids movie, I'm not asking for complex characters. But she's also stupid, so it really doesn't help.
Shine the sky, set the stars in space.
Who's that supposed to be?
Faster than explain how much I miss.
Oh, now that really clears it. Tom and Jerry return to Robin and tell her the good news.
Robin, have we got news for you?
And her first instinct, like an idiot, is to run away again.
To bed.
If that's where my daddy is, that's where I'm going.
First of all, the last time you ran away, you were immediately caught, and the stakes were much lower then. Secondly, if you don't run away, the moment your dad comes home, Aunt Fig is gone and you get the money and the house back. You can just wait it out. I know, I'm smarter than a 10-year-old. So how does the plan go? Well, Robin makes a raft, falls asleep, and immediately almost dies. Oh, finally, now we're getting somewhere. Upon finding out Robin ran away, Aunt Fig and Lickboot come up with a new plan to get Robin back into their possession.
We offer a reward for her. Someone will turn her in. Big reward, say $1 million.
Yep, they're going old school and printing her face on milk cartons. So let's go back to the whiteboard. So, the dad is alive. This side of the board does not matter. Robin also found out that her dad's alive and ran away. That cannot be done. However, they are putting into effect their backup plan. The new plan is supposed a fake reward, so the person who finds Robin will notify them where she is. And then they have to find the kid first, so they don't have to pay the reward. I don't know how milk carton laws work, and I'm not going to look it up, but that sounds like some red tape they wouldn't be able to get away with. Also, they still need to kill the dad. I really don't need the whiteboard for this, but I can't stress enough, Robin did not need to run away. On the remnants of the raft, Robin and Tom and Jerry get split up. And Tom and Jerry, we don't really care about them. Let's focus on Robin. Robin Starling, the character we all came to see. She washes up on the shore of a defunct carnival and is brought in by Captain Kitty.
Gave us quite a fright too, you know. Been lying here a few days now.
We thought you'd never leave.
He also has a talking parrot, Squawk. I think the puppet is sentient. I can't entirely tell. But at the very least, the captain is not mentally well. He also gets the sixth and final song, which I'm just gonna skip right over.
And all in all, as I recall.
Hold on, did they just sing in two-part harmony? So the puppet is sentient. I'm not even gonna touch that. Anyway, we're just racking up the stupid child points for Robin right now. She is showing a complete lack of stranger danger, But I guess it's okay because Captain Crunch and Toucan Sam here seem like alright guys. Unfortunately, they do have one flaw. They are just as greedy as everyone else.
A toast to our new star. Psst, Captain. What is it?
Now, I want to propose a hypothetical. What would you do in this situation? Would you tell the child, hey, I saw you on a missing poster. Are you okay? Are you in danger? And then hopefully peacefully return them to their caretaker? Or would you trap them on a Ferris wheel?
Enjoy your ride, my dear. It's on the house.
There are no wrong answers. Both are equally effective.
Look around. You're on top of the world.
Okay, I'm starting to figure out why this carnival shut down. Look at the lack of safety regulations here. The wheel shakes once and Robin almost falls to her death. Sir, that's like 5 OSHA violations. Captain Kitty calls up Aunt Fig, tells her that Robin is at the carnival, and immediately takes a nap. Again, what would you do if you suddenly had $1 million? I think I'd also fall asleep. You know, really save my energy for the financial decisions I need to make. And the chase is on for the $1 million girl because, again, they have no intention of paying the $1 million. This next scene does not matter at all, but I kind of have to show it. So, the Pound Man, I have to stop calling him that. Dr. Applecheek, that's really not much better of a name, is it? The Pound Man overhears Aunt Fig say that Robin has $1 million bounty and where she is, so he gets in his truck to rush to the carnival, but his goons kick him out once they hear about the reward. So he's looking for a new vehicle to get to the carnival in, and I'm just gonna let the scene play out. Sir, what are you doing? I'm not the only one creeped out by that, right? So the chase is on for $1 million, but remember Tom and Jerry? You know, the title characters of the movie? They finally return. They had some scenes that I cut out for the sake of the video, but it's basically just them saying, Robin must be close by. We have to find her. No plot, no comic hijinks. Robin's the star. But they eventually found her. So they help her escape just as Aunt Fig, Lickboot, the Pound Man, and the Pound Man's goons arrive. This movie has too many villains. We got 6 people, a dog, and a sentient puppet trying to chase down this girl. Robin, Tom, and Jerry escape in the captain's boat, and the ensuing chase is not memorable at all. Again, this is Tom and Jerry. Have some violence, some slapstick, some cartoonish comedy. Turn it up a notch. But no, instead all we get is mud and a broken bridge. The Robin experience. The chase does cause the goons to be caught on the Ferris wheel, and the captain and the Pound Man presumably drown, maybe? So the only people still chasing Robin are Aunt Fig and Lickboot. Robin decides to pick the most obvious place she could hide. All throughout the movie, she's been talking about this lakeside cabin that she and her dad would always go to. But for some reason, she also thinks her dad is just gonna be there?
Maybe he's here already. I'll bet he is. Daddy?
Daddy is dead.
Oh my gosh, she's so dumb. Robin gets cornered in the cabin, and she manages to put up a bit of a fight.
Why, you little...
Oh no, it's a fire! The stakes are higher than ever!
Robin, the house is burning down. You must get out before it's too late.
No, I won't go with you. You'll never take me back.
I would take that deal. Honestly, I get to stay alive, and I can also wait for my dad to come back. Because again, you did not need to run away! Fig and Lickboot end up stumbling out of the cabin, but through the old slip on a skateboard gag, they get stuck on the boat and sail away, never to be seen again.
Look, the cabin's on fire.
It's Daddy Starling!
Robin, I'm coming. Hang on.
Come on, Dad. You can save her.
Robin, take my hand. Hurry.
You're safe now, Robin. I'm here.
And so the movie ends with everyone safe and sound and a family reunited. And yet I can't help but feel like we forgot someone?
Hey! Hey!
Come back!
Okay, obviously they lived, but imagine that's how it ended, if that's how Tom and Jerry died, because realistically, no one's surviving that. I hate Robin. I hate her so much. She left them to die. So Tom and Jerry escape the rubble, and the movie actually ends with them moving into Robin's other mansion and enjoying a life of luxury, but still fulfilling their classic rivalry. So what do we learn? I've said this a lot already, but this is not a Tom and Jerry movie. It has almost none of the elements of their original shorts, besides having the characters pop in now and then. It almost feels like the movie was supposed to be a ripoff of Tom and Jerry, but then they accidentally won the rights to the characters. The quality of the movie is another thing I can't get down. I don't know the first thing about animation, but some of the scenes look really good. The one I'm thinking of is the Money song. You got the fireplace lighting up their faces, and I think they also put a homage to Elephants on Parade from Dumbo here. These scenes look pretty good. And then it just goes back to that flat, flash animation, VHS type quality. Quality aside, the story just does not work. And I think that really shows when you look at the new Tom and Jerry movie that came out in 2021. It's not an amazing movie by any means, but it is a Tom and Jerry movie. They are at odds from the very beginning, and you have the classic chase scenes of slapstick and cartoonish violence that is what Tom and Jerry is at its very core. You don't get that in the 1992 movie. The most we got is Tom trapping Jerry in a flower pot. Wow, such action. Having Robin as the main focus instead of Tom and Jerry also doesn't help, but I think there's a bigger reason why this movie fails as a story. It's because they made Tom and Jerry friends. It pains me to say that because it is a good song. Tom and Jerry are supposed to vehemently hate each other. At least most of the time. At the very least, they're usually at odds. In this movie, they're not friends the whole time by any means, but they both have the same motivations of finding food and shelter and helping Robin. And by having Tom and Jerry work together instead of being against each other, you take away what Tom and Jerry has been at its core for years and ruin what could have been a classic animated movie. But man, it's too good of a song to leave out.
Greatest gift in life's a friend.